Hey, it's Jesse back from Recovering Human. I want to talk today a bit about outward forces that are keeping you in the problem or keeping you high or keeping you on drugs. Okay? There's a lot of outward forces pushing this, and it's pushing it towards, you know, everybody, kids even, And I just want to talk a little bit about that because for me, I was a young kid seeing these movies and seeing older kids doing drugs and drinking and everything else, and I've seen it all. And I wanted to be like that, and I wanted to do that, right? So there's a lot of outward forces. I mean, you go to the bar with your parents as a kid. This is back when you could, right? And you sat there and watched them all have fun and drinking, so you wanted to do it too, right? You thought it was, the best thing ever because everybody's having fun. Well, that's one outward force I would say. It's just society as a whole right now. Another thing is, there's a liquor store in every corner. There's a weed shop on every corner. There is more weed stores than Tim Hortons in Canada. It's insane. Now they want to legalize all drugs in some provinces and even in some states in the US. Now, that's funny because they want to tax you on your demise. So you're going to legalize meth or fentanyl and then expect people to do well? I don't know if that works. It doesn't. You're pushing it onto society at this point, right? And it's disgusting. We're in a culture that profits from your numbness. Remember this. So sobriety is key to fighting that. And if you're vigilant, you want to be aware of things, and you think you know things, and you think you know about how society works, but you're on drugs and this and that. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. By doing drugs or drinking yourself into a stupor, you're doing exactly what these outward forces want. And it's people that control the way the economy works and the government, places like that. These people want you numb. They don't want you to know what they're doing behind your back. Remember this. These people, they strive when you're hurting, when you can't afford to pay your rent. They're striving. They're doing very well, but not you. When you just want to get, high on a weekend, okay, they don't. You know what I mean? So if you have kids, or just family in general, you should be thinking about this. We should all be thinking about this in society because it's a scary world right now. Homeless people everywhere. People that are working can't even pay their rent. They have to get two, three jobs. Can't even have a car. Can't get to the jobs unless you're catching a bus. There's so many restrictions on anything you can do in this country now, and it's getting worse. But there's a liquor store in every corner. They don't restrict that. Maybe there should be restrictions on. Well, there is restrictions. I'm getting in a. But what I'm trying to say is, these people are winning right now. Look at the state of your country. I don't care where you live. Most countries are feeling this in the world this right now. Europe, I know you are. Canada is. Definitely. US has Trump, but they're still feeling it. Things are good, but for how long? Right? It's people stay in power no matter what. Maybe I'm sounding a little conspiratorial and this and that. Well, tell me it's conspiracy when you can't pay your rent, when you're working a job that should, I remember when you could get a 59-cent cheeseburger at McDonald's. Why are things more expensive than that? They don't need to be. It's because they inflated the dollar. They made it that expensive so that you have to pay more. So that and then, get this though. Your wages don't go up the way inflation does. Well, why doesn't it work like that? Why are they pushing drugs in every movie, on every corner? Why are they letting people bring it in? They could be stopping it, but they're not. This is the point. We have to be very vigilant about what we're doing these days. Back in the 1940s, when there was a war going on, people were drinking a lot, doing a lot of that. You know what I mean? People were drinking a lot. I wouldn't say drugs so much. I don't know about drugs back then, but I know people were drinking a lot of alcohol back then. It was a normal thing, and you know, and it was to numb what was going on, right? Well, we're fighting a war right now. It's just not Nazis. It's like people you can't even see that claim they're not real. But the system is broken. It's going to keep us in jail. It's going to keep us on drugs. It's going to keep us fighting to stay afloat. The broken system. By every sense of it. The healthcare is fucked. Everything's fucked. So if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. And that's why sobriety is key right now. For a lot of people. Wake up. Because, while everybody's high, they're running our countries in the ground. Taking everything from us. I swore to God I wouldn't get into this kind of stuff on my channel. But then I thought about it. This is exactly what's going on. And it's not just for me. I can see it. I see it everywhere. It's crazy. And people just don't care. The people that do have things and have homes and, have vehicles and stuff, they don't care about the people that don't. They don't care about those people on drugs. And half them are using drugs anyways. You gotta admit, everybody uses drugs. It's becoming a problem everywhere. It's not just in lower society, it's in high society too. Actually, they're probably worse. They just have money to keep it going. But then they run out eventually. You know? How many countless times you see somebody that was homeless that had millions? Lots. Why? Because they were addicted to something. That's mainly it. Or their wife took everything, but it was usually because they were addicted to something. We have to remain vigilant here, people. It's a brave new world, but it's scary. People are out to take everything you have from under you and keep you high while doing it. Do what you can to counteract that. If you want to get sober, think about that. Think about that. The people want to do this to you. They want you to die. They don't care about you. These people that run our countries, they're twisted individuals. I would say this at best. And I really feel this. I've thought about it for years. Why is this happening like this? We have all the resources in the world. We should be prosperous. We just don't be in debt. Why is this country in debt? Why is everybody on drugs? What the fuck is going on? If you're not thinking that, you're living with your head in the sand, man. You should be. We should be trying to wake people up and empower people. That's what I'm going to try to do with this channel. Is empower the people who don't feel empowered. Empower the people that feel helpless. A little help goes a long way. I do believe this. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a truth teller. Remember that. I see truth to all of this, what I'm saying. Because I can see it. It's there. I'm not going to not believe my eyes. My eyes don't lie. Eyes never lie. You see something? It's there. You know it's there. And what I see is homeless people. I see drugs. I see pain. I see misery. I see jobs going out left and right. And people can't afford to pay their bills. So they'll get high. That's what I see. And it's scary. 'Cause I don't want that for my children. I don't think any of you do either. What's going to happen when you're too old to work? Where are you going to be? Better hope you have a lot of money saved. You're going to need it. And if you don't, like me, because I don't have shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing okay. But I mean, where am I going to be when I'm 70? We need the next generation to take care of us, right? The next generation, it does not look good for them. So wake up, people, please. See what's in front of you. Life is here. Take it and run with it. Stop getting high. Think about this. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Please comment on what you thought about this, about these thoughts. Remember, I don't talk about scripts or don't talk off script. I'm just spitballing here. So, please comment. Please subscribe. Please share. I want people to see this kind of stuff. More people have to wake up. All right. Love y'all. See ya. Have a great weekend.